But I just know that I love how smooth it is. Hello everybody, I'm Yvette of Uniquely Yvette. Welcome to my channel, or welcome back. It has been a while since I've been on here, especially putting my face on the screen. I just feel pretty good. It's been cold, y'all. It's been cold over the winter. This place, everything I've done to this place has not warmed it up. Now there are days where it's warmer and I can get back out here. I know I was working on the miniatures the last few videos, but as I looked around my office and in here, I started missing some of my woodworking stuff, like my elephant planter, which I love. It's right outside my bedroom door, funny enough, and every time I see it, it just gives me the warm fuzzies. So I really miss it. And in my office on the bookshelf, there's the two little owls that I made, and it's just the cuteness though. You know, I miss the cuteness. And the miniatures take so much time. I can't get anything out weekly, so that stinks. The winter just had me down and out, but hopefully I'm back. To try to get back onto the craft making bandwagon here, I've got this simple little bunny. I have a piece of scrap wood here. I'm trying to debate whether I glue this on with some spray adhesive and then cut it out and then sand it off, or whether I use my carbon paper. I think the spray adhesive might be simpler. So that's what I'm going to do with this, and then we're going to move over to the scroll saw. I'm actually going to put this masking tape onto the wood first and then glue this template to the wood. When it's done, I can pull the tape off and have less sanding to do. And I'm using this spray adhesive, Elmer's spray adhesive that I got from Walmart. Put it on here. I'm gonna let that dry and then we'll move over to the scroll saw. Okay, so now I'm going to try peeling off the tape. Hopefully it comes off easy enough. Oh yeah, there we go. Look at that. Oh yeah, very good. I mean, look at the sides of this. I hope you can see it. It's so smooth. I haven't even sanded yet. I know when I was using the number 9, it was just so choppy, but again, it was on the other machine, so I don't know if that has to do with different machine. But I just know that I love how smooth it is. Alright y'all, so we're going to use this piece of material and glue it onto the face of the bunny. The whole thing of it, not just the face, but the whole piece. I want to have 3 different patterns covering his body, probably about the middle like this, and then we'll glue it on with probably some Mod Podge. Okay, I have this matte Mod Podge, so I'm going to use it in a paintbrush to paint on the bunny. Alright, now you want to wash that brush out right away, but I'm not going to do that right now. And I'm going to try my best to center this piece over it. So I don't want to pull it too tightly because then it becomes pretty transparent. And I'm going to let that dry. I might use my heat gun just to dry it. I'm going to cut off some of the excess before I put more glue on the top. And so I'm going to let this dry for 24 hours. Okay. Alright, now we're back. It's been a day and the glue has dried. So what I'm going to do is get a piece of sandpaper and I'm going to go around the edges and try to, you know, make it cut off like this. See that? And I'm trying to go downward. I don't want to go up like this because it could cause the edge to come away. So I'm just going to go in a downward motion. I'm using 120 grit sandpaper. It's a bit of time intensive. I also don't want to go like this for the same reason that it might cause the part I want to stay glued to come unglued. So I'm going to continue with this all around and be right back. Now that we've gotten all this stuff, the edges cleaned up, we're going to take a piece of this cloth. I think I'm going to hem up the edges. And when I say hem, I mean glue. So I'm going to glue up like this, glue under like that, and this side, hem up the edges. I'm using hot glue, and I hope it works because this material is paper thin. Now we're going to glue this little thing on here, but it's going to be a pocket, so we're not going to glue the top obviously because that's going to be an open pocket. So we'll glue down this side, and this side, and leave this open like a pocket. And we'll try to position it so that, ouch, we'll try not to burn ourselves as much. Ouch. I should have left a little bit more space. So if you do this, you want to pull it in a little more so you can get more of a space under. So let me get this glue off my fingers and then we'll be right back. Now I cut a piece of strip here like this actually. I cut the ends of it very carefully so they're very straight. I'm not going to try to hem it because it's just too small and I just don't even want to fight with it. So I'm going to glue it on from this position down here like that. That already looks very cute. It also looks very crooked. But let me see. I don't think I'm going to use the hot glue. I feel like I'm going to make a big old mess. So I'm going to glue this on using some Mod Podge. It's going to be in the middle toward the bottom. And I don't want to pull it too much because this material is very stretchy. Alright, we have one more piece here that we're going to put on top of this pocket. And I'm going to try pulling out some threads around the ends to let it be a little bit more raggedy on the ends. And I'm trying to just get like one thread at a time. If you could see that. Can you see that? I want it around all four sides. I'm not sure how well it will go. Okay, now that we've got all of our frayed edges done, then I will glue on this piece like this. Again, I'm just going to use the Mod Podge for making it easier gluing than trying to fight with getting my hands burned with hot glue. Try to get it in the center somehow. And there we are with that pocket. Okay, so I have this piece of thin wood and I drew a heart on here with a marker, and I'm going to use the scroll saw to cut this heart out. This will hopefully act as a little guy's nose. Okay, we got the heart cut out. Looks pretty cute. And I'm going to go ahead and use hot glue on it to attach it. And I'm going to put it about right there, I guess, here. Yeah, there's a good. It could have been a little thinner, but I'm not going to worry about it. See how thick it is. Now I'm questioning whether or not I want to use these buttons. I got this packet of buttons from Walmart at some point, and I have these two out, and I wonder if I want to use them for the rabbit's eyes. I feel like with the dots in them, they're a little starey, you know? Looks a little freakish, you know? Maybe I should just not have eyes. I wish I had just like these solid little somethings where there's no holes, but I don't have that. So I'm not sure about this. It looks a little creepy. What do you think? Tell me in the comments below, would you actually put these buttons on for the eyes? Would that look creepy to you? Let me know. Okay, let me show you what I've done here. I have a piece of aluminum foil that I sort of pretended is a carrot. I shaped it sort of like a carrot, not perfectly, but most of it will be down inside here, so it doesn't have to be a perfect shape. And I have this orange ribbon, and I'm going to try wrapping this orange ribbon around the carrot, around the aluminum foil, to see if I can make it look like a carrot. Let's give it a try, see what happens. That's what we have so far. I'm going to continue wrapping and then figure out what I'll do at the top and be right back. Okay, there we go. Here's our carrot. I just kind of put a bunch of glue in the top and curled the ribbon around up there and just glued down whatever stuck up. So it needs some greenery on top. I have to think about that. Fits right on into our pocket. Oh yeah, looks cute. Okay, y'all, I made another carrot, but I did a little shortcut here because there's not a lot of room inside the pocket. I made this a little nub. Maybe he ate on it and put it back in his pouch. And I found this artificial plant. I forgot the name of it, Backg something or other. And I'm just cutting off a couple of sprigs. And then I'm going to glue it onto the top of the carrot, which is the top. I guess the part that looks better. So I just put a big old dollop up there and then stick on the pieces. I'm kind of having to hold them into place until the glue is set. Anyway, that's how I did it, and then just shove it in there, try to get it in position. So now I'm just going to go with this button and glue it on here. Oops. And I'm not going to do eyes. I was able to reposition the carrots so that they get off his face a little bit more and look just the design looks better, I think. So on the inspiration piece, I think they had some whiskers, and it looked like they had something like this, maybe some wire, and all I did to do this was wrap it around this thing here so it'll have this curl, and you could put it on there, but I don't really like that because it just doesn't show up very well. Another option would be to use some yarn, and I have this tan yarn, but you know, you could either glue it on here like this straight, or you could use some twine. Well, this rope is sort of the same material as twine, but what I have done in the past when I was trying to make something curled like I did this, that's not a wire, I put Mod Podge on the string or twine, and then I wrapped it around. I glued it to the stick like this until the Mod Podge dried. So when I pulled it off afterward, it stayed squiggly. I'm going to do both this yarn and this twine onto the stick just to see what I think of each of them. You use your hot glue and glue that down. Actually, I think what I actually did was I glued it down, squiggled it on there, and then I painted it with the Mod Podge. That might be easier. Actually, that is easier. So you see what I'm doing. So I'll glue the other end on here. Then I'll cut off the excess. Anyway, so then that's glued on. And then just paint it. Okay, it's been 24 hours. And I let all this glue dry. I put it on I wrapped it pretty tightly. I'm not sure if I overdid it here. I hope I can get it off, and I hope I don't ruin the whole effect. I decided to do the yarn as well as the twine just to see which one I like better. And I did it all in one length so that I could cut what I need. This yarn is no longer soft because of the glue. So that's what we have there. So I can cut off little lengths here, or we could go with this twine. I'm pretty much liking the yarn. Oh, this is really tough. Okay, I have the twine here. It didn't curl up as well as the yarn, but what I did was just wrap it around my finger and try to just bend it, and it actually does curl when you just bend it yourself, you know, like that. So that was good. But the yarn just is curly, period. You don't have to rewind it. But anyway, let me know what you think. Should I use the twine and then glue that on as his whiskers like that? A couple pieces over here. Or should I use the yarn like this? I really only have about 2 pieces per side like that of the yarn. I could make more, but I don't feel like it. So I could do that like this. And I like the yarn better, so I'm going to glue that on. I think the little rabbit turned out great. I love him. He looks so adorable. He turned out better than I could have expected. I totally forgot to do a bow. So what I did was I cut a bunch of little raggedy strips about 2 inches long of the original material, this material here, just a few pieces, and they're raggedy. They're just really raggedy, and I just turned them this way, that way, like this, and then I'm going to glue them together in the middle and then pop a button on top of them. The question is whether I use this shiny button, since I've used that dull one, or if I just get another one same size and put that on instead. What do you think? I'm gonna go with that, and then we will be finished. And there she is. She's so cute. I love it. I can't believe how well this turned out. If you like it, please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Please comment below and let me know what you think. And I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.